Hello again, everyone. Manny in San Diego here, and I don't take delight when athletes do very offensive things. I don't take delight in athletes saying very offensive things or commit very offensive acts, but I do take delicious, ironic delight when league authorities throw away millions of dollars in a public service campaign trying to convince the public that they have this whole situation under control, that most of these athletes would never hurt a fly. They would never do anything offensive. They would never do anything bad to anyone, and yet their players go ahead and do them anyway. Now, of course, if you've been following NBA basketball, of course, I'm talking about the NBA Cares commercials, where they're trying to tell people not to use gay slurs. But last night, the Chicago Bulls' Joakim goes ahead and gets caught doing one anyway. So yeah, he's gonna get hit with a heavy fine. He's gonna pretend to act remorseful and all that BS. But come on, this just proves that millions of dollars thrown away on PR commercials is not going to stop players from saying very offensive things on the court. Okay, basketball is just way too emotional a game for these players not to let loose on the court. But I mean, if you're the NBA and if you're going to enforce the laws and try to promote some sort of civil behavior, now why not try out some new ideas? Why not dole out some real punishment for these guys? Why not force Kobe Bryant to shoot a commercial for the league and speak out against gay slurs? Because of course, Kobe Bryant is the reason why they're doing these commercials in the first place, because he got caught using gay slurs at the end of the year. Why not force Kobe Bryant to do this? Why not force Joakim Noah to go in front of a camera and speak out against gay slurs? Why not force him to do the same thing? You know, this is just because unless you try to find some real solutions to these problems and try to hold people accountable, you know, the kids are just going to continue to run the school. I mean, the NBA is like one big high school, and the kids are running it. And Professor Stern is like this. He's with his hands up. He has no idea what he's doing. I mean, you would think with all the problems the NBA has had with trying to police its players, the Knicks and the Bulls and the Heat picking fights with one another in the late '90s. You have Ron Artest getting hit with a water cup and then going into the stands to punch the wrong guy in the face. You have Gilbert Arenas going into the arenas with guns. You have players gambling on planes. I mean, you would think Professor David Stern would finally say enough is enough. It's time to say enough with this culture of entitlement and autonomy that you've obviously given players with these multi-million-dollar contracts. This culture of entitlement that they have obviously not earned, and they have so recklessly abused. Okay, enforce some real deterrence. Punish these offending players. Force them to give them some sort of community service. Force them to pay you back with something of substance. You know, force them to go off on camera and speak out against these acts. How hilarious would it be for Ron Artest to have to go in front of a camera and speak out against against fans behaving badly? Okay, what about Gilbert Arenas? How hilarious would it be for Gilbert Arenas to have to speak out against gang violence, against violence with guns? Okay. I mean, what about the teams? What about these teams that are handing out players these contracts and they never ask for any professional, any civil, any moral conduct in return? Make these teams accountable for their own players as well, so that the NBA doesn't have to step in and clean up the mess for you. Okay? Because if you cannot attack these problems from within, you can spend all the millions of dollars you want on PR band-aids, but sooner or later you will inevitably be exposed. So that's all I gotta say about that. That's my opinion. Take it or leave it. Thanks for watching. I'm out.